Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Well, I should say welcome back to myself because I've been gone for a while. I've been revamping my office, dealing with a lot of crap. My office is still not done. It's a disaster. But anyways, you don't want to hear any of that stuff. You're here for Photoshop. You're here to learn composites, and I'm going to make this super easy for you. Give me 5 minutes, and you are going to know what you're doing, and you're going to look like a pro, even though you're probably not, but that's fine. Are you ready to do this? Because I'm ready to teach. Let's freaking do this. Okay, if you're still here, awesome, thank you. Let's get into this. Let's learn some Photoshop. Let's do something cool. Let's do something fun. Let's go straight into my Instagram page and we're going to look at the photo that we're working on today. And that is this photo right here. And wow, okay, I took this shot almost 2 months ago. So the reason I'm doing this is because I posted this shot. I got amazing feedback on this shot. This is actually my first shot to break 2,000 likes, which is big milestone for me. I mean, 6 months ago, breaking 200 was crazy. So appreciate everyone that showed love. If anyone that showed love on that photo is watching this video, thank you. I'm doing this because people were asking me how I did this shot, and what you don't realize is it's so easy. You don't have to even, you can be using Photoshop for the first time in your life and do this wonderfully. So that's why I'm doing this, because anyone who's watching this who has never used Photoshop before, this is perfect. You're in the right place because you're about to get a Photoshop confidence boost. It's super easy, super rewarding, and you're going to love it, I swear. So, and it's going to make you look like a pro. So let's get into this. What are you going to need for this technique? I might link the photos in the description so you can edit them yourself, but I would honestly prefer to see people go out and take their own shots. The editing part of this photo is not the hard part. It's taking the shots that's the hard part. So I may link them in the description. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. So assuming you're taking your own shots, you will need a camera. Doesn't matter what kind of camera. I'm using a Nikon D810. You don't need that camera. I've done this with an iPhone 7 and it actually looks, I showed people the photo and they didn't believe it was with an iPhone. So don't be discouraged if you just have an iPhone. Get out there and try the technique. Doesn't matter what gear you have. It matters if you're having fun and that you're happy with the end product. So you'll need a camera. You'll need a chain link fence, whether it's in your backyard or it's in the park with a view overlooking Manhattan. The view doesn't matter, to just try the technique out. If you don't have a nice view, don't say, oh, well, I'm not going to do it. Just do it anyways. It doesn't matter if the view is a burnt down, dying shrub. We're going to make that pop. We're going to do it, okay? So you need a camera, you need a fence, no matter where the fence is, and a tripod is optional. Now, for those of you saying, oh, I don't have a tripod, I'm not going to do it. This was shot handheld, okay? And I shot this handheld after doing a 30-minute handheld hyperlapse. So my arms were about as toast as they could possibly be, and I still managed to do it. And I'm not like a surgeon with my hands. I don't have the steadiest hands. So what I'm saying is, if I can do it, you can do it too. Crumple those excuses up, pretend they're the gem from the Titanic, and toss that shit in the ocean, okay? So once you have that gear, you have the spot, now you need to take the shots. So what I recommend is to throw your camera on manual focus. For those of you who have never used manual focus, maybe it's a bit daunting. It's not. Throw your camera on manual focus, maybe throw the LCD screen on. A lot of cameras these days have focus assist, like Sony has the focus peaking. Even if not, just use your eyes and focus on the fence for your first shot. I recommend the widest aperture possible so you get the separation from the background, like an f2.8 or an f1.8. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to go into detail about this and bore people that do, but I will be doing a video on the total basics for DSLR and general camera use. Just know that whatever your lens is, have it on the lowest possible aperture for this shot so that you separate the fence from the background as much as possible. And you'll see in this shot here that I have lights in the background, and a low aperture allows you to get that nice bokeh. Okay, this was, I think, shot at 1.4, so super, super thin depth of field. So once you have your camera focused on the fence, take your shot. Make sure that you have your composition set first, of course, but I'm not going to tell you how to compose your shot. So set your composition, whatever your center point is, make sure that remains the same between both shots. shoot your shot of the fence, adjust your focus so that the background is on focus, make sure that your camera is in the same position or a very similar position as it was in the first shot, and snap your second shot. For the second shot, you may want to change your aperture to f10, f12. I'll let you experiment with it. It's not going to make or break the shot, just get the shot, okay? If you move a lot between the shot, it's going to make it more difficult in Photoshop, okay? So it's not going to be impossible, but the better your shots are to begin with, the easier your life will be in post-processing. I hope that wasn't too confusing. You need one shot of the fence in focus, one shot of the background in focus. If you're new to cameras, don't worry too much about the settings. Just get the shots. Don't get too confused and too frustrated with it. I will be doing a video on the settings another day. So once you have your shots, take them back to your laptop, upload them, and you'll see something like this. Okay, so I uploaded them both at the same time, so they're both on the top tab here. If you have the same screen as me, all I do is I just drag whichever one out onto the next one. I grab my selection tool here, and I drag it on top of the other one, and make sure that they're evenly overlaid. Okay, so now once you've done that, you'll see here there's a lock icon. Just unlock that so it allows you to freely move the image. If you want, you can rename these layers. So all you have to do is double click. Okay, so what you need to know here is that you need the out of focus background to be on top like this, okay? This is necessary. Don't continue if it's not like that. All you gotta do is drag it on top, okay? So make sure your out of focus background layer is on top. Now, our only goal from here on out is to select whichever links that you want to be in focus. Now, your shot might be different than mine. You might have 5, 6, 7 links that you want in focus. That's fine. I'm going to teach you how to make one in focus, and you can apply that same method moving forward to as many links as you want, okay? So if you're comfortable with a certain selection tool, feel free to use that selection tool. I'm going to be using the lasso tool. So you come over here to this icon, you right click, and I'm going to use the magnetic lasso tool. So for this tool, all you have to do is click. You don't have to hold the mouse button. You click and drag. And I just like to click on the corners to ensure that there's a point on each corner, okay? So I'm going to do this quickly. It won't be perfect. You guys should spend more time. I just don't want to bore you too much. So I'm going to click on this corner and then just drag out. Now this tool works really well here, I think, because it has a high contrast. So I can go very quickly and it does a very good job. So I just click on the corner, so click and then drag it out. I just did a terrible job there, but that's fine. Click and drag. I click there and then click one final time like that. There's your selection. I totally messed up here. That's horrible. If you guys do that, I'll slap you through the camera myself. But for the purpose of this example, you'll get the general idea. So once you've done that and you're happy with your selection, and it doesn't look like this, preferably, you're going to right click in the middle and you're going to click Layer via Cut. I'm sorry for the noise. My laptop's really noisy right now. So once you've done that, what this basically does is it creates a new layer comprised of just this area here. So what's below this? Below this is our in-focus background. So if we have this as a layer and we make this layer invisible, what shows up? Crickets, 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 waiting. The in-focus background. So if you want to make this layer invisible, where do you click? See the icon here with the eye? If you click that, there you go. There's your background. And that's it. I know you're waiting for like the next steps. There is no next step. That's it. I told you, 1 to 3 minutes. Your only step now is to export, upload to Instagram, post it, and look like a pro. That's pretty much it. Now, some of you are probably looking at me like, what the hell? My photo looks like shit. There's a chain link in the middle of my composite here, and I don't know what to do. That's because when you took the shot, you up. I know because I've done the exact same thing. Don't worry, your shot is not ruined. There is a way to fix this. Now, if it's like this, what you need to do... Oh man, of course. Sorry about that. What you need to do is you'll need to go to the background layer that's in focus, and you'll need to expand it so that the chain link is no longer in your shot. Now, before you expand anything in Photoshop, always hold Shift, because if you don't, it's going to change the aspect ratio. In this scenario, it might not ruin the photo, but in others it will. So hold Shift, it's on your background layer, so click on your background in focus layer, and so I'll show you what I'm talking about here. If I hold Shift and bring this down, you'll see the chain link there, right? So your photo might look like this. If it does, now this is not, there are other ways to fix this maybe. This is the easiest one. Like I said, I'm not a Photoshop technician. If this works for you, awesome. All you have to do is click and just drag it until the fence is gone. Now, generally people are not going to notice this. You can get away with it. And that's all you have. Oh, I just messed it up again. That's really all you have to do, is just drag it until it looks good to your eye, and that's it. No one is going to be the wiser. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. I hope now that you can do composites, I would love if you guys go out and take composites and you post them, please tag me in those photos. I'd actually genuinely love to see them. It would make me happy to know that I helped someone do something cool. So that would be awesome. If you did like the video, please, obviously, as usual, thumbs up. Comment on the video. Tell me what you liked. Comment on the video. Tell me what you didn't like, what I can improve. I've recently tried to improve the lighting, the video quality, the audio quality. It should be noticeably improved over my first tutorial on stars. I hope it is. But yeah, if you're looking for more of this stuff moving forward, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing all kinds of gear reviews, lights, lenses, audio, cameras, the monitor I'm using. I'm going to do Lightroom tutorials, more Photoshop tutorials, some hands-on shooting, long exposures, puddle shots, all that fun stuff. So stay tuned. I'm going to be doing lots more videos. Hope you enjoyed it. See you guys on the next one. Peace.